Hey guys, it's Lindsay, and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So for this week, I'm planning out the week of May 27th through June 2nd. I'm June 1st, June 2nd, and I'm using the August 2018 mystery kit from Scribble Co. It's kind of the like pamper, spa day type one. And I'm using this kit in particular because I actually ended up going to a kind of spa place that was actually really, really nice to go to, but we went there for my sister's birthday. So this week had a ton of stuff that had happened on it. And I could have used so many different kits, and this is just the one I ended up using. So if you guys saw my last plan with me, that was the whole New World kit. This was actually the week that I saw Aladdin, but I wanted to use this kit in particular because of what we did. I also actually had my cast preview on this day as well. So for Galaxy's Edge, if people don't know what that is, sorry. I actually had my cast preview for Galaxy's Edge on this day as well. So I could have done a Star Wars themed spread. I could have done a Aladdin spread. I could have done the spa one. I decided to do the spa one also because I didn't have a Star Wars one. So that was the main reason why. So I'm just doing all of the normal stuff, putting on the washi full boxes. All of my overlays are from Scribble Co. A couple of them did come with the kit because it was a mystery kit, so a couple of them did come with that, and then the rest of them I just pulled from Scribble Co. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Star Wars stuff first, and then I will get into the actual other things that I did also later on in the week. So the Monday of this week was my Star Wars preview, which if you guys don't know, we got to do a cast preview for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and there was, I think, 6 days that we could have chosen from, and I chose this day in particular because the person that I took was able to, that was the day that he was able to go. So we went to the cast preview, and it was so much fun. It was so cool. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm a bigger Marvel fan than I am a Star Wars fan. And so because of that reason, I was amazed by it, but I'm not completely obsessed with it. It was really, really, really cool though, just to see how immersive that whole entire land is and how insane all the detail is in the whole entire land. It is honestly, it's amazing. I was completely impressed by it. I was thrown away blown away, not thrown away, sorry. I was blown away by how much detail and everything is inside the land. It was really, really cool. There was, in my opinion, just not a ton of stuff to do. You kind of ran out of things to do unless you really wanted to spend hundreds of dollars, which we did not do the build your own lightsaber experience. We did build a droid, which was pretty cool, but we didn't do the build your own lightsaber. Just because I was not going to spend $200 on a lightsaber and then never use it because, again, not a huge Star Wars fan. I like it, but not huge Star Wars fan. So we did the build your own droid instead, which was super, super cool, but that was the one thing that we didn't do. We also could not get into the cantina because the cantina for the cast previews, the line for it was before they did the reservation system, so the line for it was literally ridiculous. It was the worst thing, and we never actually got into it. Every time we went back to it, they were like, sorry, the line is closed off, check back later type thing, and we never got into Cantina. So those are the only two things that I never did for the cast preview, but it was super cool, and it was really, really exciting to be able to experience it. Kind of sucked, though, because we couldn't have phones, because obviously the cast preview was before the whole land even open to the public, so we weren't allowed to have our phones on us, so I couldn't take any photos or anything. I've been back multiple times now, but that time frame of being there for the first time, you couldn't see your use your phone at all, and it kind of sucked, honestly, because you're I want to take so many pictures, but I can't. And that was kind of the worst part about it, was that we didn't have our phones, so I couldn't take any photos. But I've been back, like I said, multiple times since then, and I've been able to take all the photos that I wanted, and it was just a really cool experience, and it was fun to be able to experience that as a cast preview. If anyone doesn't know, I do work at Disneyland, hence the cast preview, and they did let us take a person with us, which was really, really cool. That does not necessarily work for Disney, and it was just a really cool experience. So yeah, that was what I did on the Monday, so I will actually move on to Monday. I did everything, put down my deco, all the stuff. You guys already saw me doing that. So on the Monday, I put down a piece of washi and then a Memorial Day holiday sticker that is from Scribble Co. It's the foiled sticker. And then underneath that, I took a yawning munchkin from Once More With Love to mark that I need to wake up early. Obviously, because we had the cast preview, I actually had the cast preview later on in the night. We specifically wanted the later one because I wanted to see it during the day and at night. That was what my whole entire goal was like, I want to see it where it's during the day, but then I also want to see it at night with everything lit up because it was super cool. In my opinion, it's cooler at night just because I like the colors of like the Millennium Falcon, all the lights and everything shining on it. For me, that was better, but it was really cool to see both day and night. So we did choose the later, like preview. So because of that, we did spend the whole entire day at Disney and we had to wake up early and we did do that. So I then put down, technically this is a Chipotle burrito. I think it's from Coffee Monster's Co., but I put that down to mark Del Taco. We just had Del Taco for breakfast. And then I took a fancy label as well as a paper and milk Donald to mark Disney with siblings because I did go with my siblings. And then underneath that, I put a half box down and a Once in a Million Luke Star Wars sticker, and that is for me to mark the Star Wars cast preview. I don't know why I didn't like mark Star Wars like Galaxy's Edge, but for some reason I marked the Star Wars cast preview and I just left it at that. And then underneath that, I put down an R2-D2 from Once More with Love. I believe both of those two, that one and the Millennium Falcon, I think are both from Once More with Love. But I put that down for Droid Depot, which was so cool. Being able to build your own droid was super cool. I built a BB-8, if anyone's curious. And I did do, like, the most, like, basic, like, I literally built BB-8, which is kind of, like, I guess kind of pointless because you could have built any kind of colors you wanted. You could have built any droid you wanted, and I built BB-8. But it was cool because it was interesting because you can build your own, like, you can do either an R2 unit or a BB unit, and you can literally customize it to however you wanted to, whatever colors you wanted. You can make it all different colors, you can make it all the same color, and it was actually really cool, and the store itself of Droid Depot is actually really awesome as well. So yeah, we went to Droid Depot, and then Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run was just the other thing that I marked, which is the attraction that is open in Galaxy's Edge. There is another one that opens in January, which I believe is called Rise of the Resistance, but this is obviously the one that I actually, like, we were able to ride because that was actually open. And funny enough, I have ridden that ride I think 3 or 4 times now. Every single time I've gone the pilot. I have never once been the engineer or the what are they called? The ones who shoot them. The gunners. There you go. I was like, what is it called? I have never once been anything other than the pilot. And I'm like, I like being the pilot, but I'm like, I want to experience the other things. But for some reason, every time I go, I always end up as the pilot. Which is cool, which is probably the best part of it. Like, I feel like the pilot's probably the, like, coolest part of the ride. And that's a position that you want to be, but I also do want to experience the other ones as well. But yeah, so cast preview was super exciting. It was really, really awesome to be able to experience that. If you guys are planning on going to Disneyland or Walt Disney World, obviously Walt Disney World is open now also. Definitely go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's totally worth it. A lot of people are like, it's kind of boring. It is in some aspects if you don't want to actually spend the money to do the, like, build the droid and build a lightsaber. It is a little kind of pointless, but it's actually really cool just to see the details in the land, and it's definitely worth it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about that now. Moving on to Tuesday, I put down the work label, and then I put a bill due down from the kit to mark a bill due. Underneath that, I took a Celeste from Scribble Prince Co. to mark that I played The Sims, and then I took a Once in a Million steamy sticker with a laptop and, like, a popcorn bucket to mark that I watched Spy Kids. Don't know why I watch Spy Kids, but I just felt the need to watch Spy Kids. I go through little phases where I'm like, I really want to watch, like, this old movie, whatever movie it is, and it could be, like, Hannah Montana. It could be, like, range from Hannah Montana to, like, some kind of, like, thriller movie. There isn't, like, any, like, rhyme or reason behind it. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I really want to watch this movie, and I don't know why it happens, but it was like that for, like, was it last week's Plan With Me? I think it was the last week's Plan With Me, where I had Monster House, where I was like, I have no idea why I wanted to watch it, but I wanted to watch it, so I watched it. So Spy Kids was one of those for this one. And then I used a clock icon from the kit to mark that I need to submit a trade. I needed to submit a trade for the Friday, because I needed to give my shift away, because I originally worked on that Friday. And then I put down a paper and milk boba Maru to mark a boba before work. And then a Fox and Cactus girl with some headphones to mark the Pretty Basic podcast. And then we did get some pizza press that night, so I used a Once More with Love munchkin with a pizza box to mark that. So we caught up to Wednesday or Tuesday. That was my goal, was to at least be able to catch up, which I figured I would, because it takes me a decent amount of time to actually write everything down, especially when I'm actually like trying to make my writing look pretty. Sometimes I'm not, and I'm just like, I really don't care, but other times I'm like, no, must make my writing look like super extra pretty. So anyway, moving on to Wednesday, I put down another piece of washi. Also, guys, I forgot how great it is to have washi in a kit. I struggle with the Whole New World kit, and then this one is Ultimate Kit, so, like, I had so much extra washi, and it was beautiful. Like, I forgot how nice it is to just be able to put down washi, because it's already pre-cut, and I don't have to cut the bottom washi, and I don't have to cut an extra full box. Like, it was nice. But I took a Arctic Paper Studio Sleep-In foiled sticker, and then underneath that, I took another Celeste from Scribble Prints Co. that has, like, a pile of laundry surrounding her to mark a laundry day. I actually really need to do laundry today. Dang it. That's the thing that I'm gonna have to do eventually. Like, I know I have a ton of laundry that's just, like, chilling, and I really need to do it. I hate doing laundry. Actually, I'll do the laundry. I hate folding laundry. That is, like, my number one thing where I'm like, no, I refuse to fold laundry. I don't know why. I'm just lazy in that aspect, I guess. I don't know. Underneath that, I took a munchkin with a cake to mark Cake Wars. Y'all know me. I went on a whole Cake Wars binge. I eventually finished it. I eventually stopped it, but I don't know when. But I had watched some Cake Wars on this day, and then I took a Coffee Monsters Co. Target emoji to mark a Target run, and then underneath that I took a Michaels emoji as well to mark a Michaels run. I have no idea what I got at Michaels. I have no idea what I got at Target. This was so long ago. Oh my god, this is May. We are so far away from this. I really, 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 really need to catch up on these. Actually, I guess we're technically in June now, but, like, oh my god, I really need to catch up on these. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably really annoying. I might try to, like, I don't know. I kind of want to see if I can just, like, pre-film a ton of videos and then just, like, upload them, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that. We will see. I haven't quite decided yet. Anyway, moving on underneath that, I then took so this is a sticker from the washi sheet from Once More With Love. I actually cut this. It's a bigger sticker that I cut in half, and I used the other one in a spread a long time ago. So this is half of, like, a little washi, like, tower, and then there's a munchkin attached to that. But I use that to mark that I need to organize my washi. And then I put down a quarter box, and then I used a munchkin on the phone to mark that I had a phone call with a guy named Tim. Tim does not exist in my life anymore. Tim was a guy that I had met, and I was talking to him for a little bit, and it was one of those things where I kind of, in some aspects, got a little ghosted by him. It was weird, because we were talking, like, pretty frequently, and then, like, had a phone call and stuff like that, and then, like, we were talking again after that, and then, like, I don't know what happened, but for some reason he just kind of stopped responding, or I kept getting, like, one-worded answers, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of done with you, like, type of thing. I'm like, if you're not going to text me or talk to me, like, I'm not going to spend my, like, time on you type situation, which sounds kind of harsh, but that was kind of the reality of it. I can't with people who don't really put time into, like, or time or effort into things, so that's why I'm like, okay, sorry, I'm going to move on to the next person then at that point. So he kind of just disappeared because he kind of ghosted me in some aspects, but I ghosted him and he kind of ghosted me. I know ghosting is, like, literally just stopping responding, but, like, he semi-did. He just kind of, like, stopped responding with longer messages, if that makes sense. I don't know. It was just, like, turned into one-worded messages, and I was like, okay, now I feel like I'm bothering you, so I'm gonna stop now. And then at the end of it, I was like, okay, have a good night, like, goodbye, and, like, never talk to him again. So, yeah, he's the thing. Underneath, or not underneath that. So that was it for Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday, I put down a work label, and then I put down another piece of washi and a Yay It's Payday sticker from Magic Prints Co. And then I took a half box as well as some Scribble Prints Co. balloons, and then a Bippity and Boo from Glam Planner to mark my sister's birthday. So this was the whole premise of this whole entire spread. We went to the spa on the Friday for my sister's birthday, and her birthday was on the 30th. But that was why I used, like, this kit, because it was the spa day one, but that was the whole reason why we went to the spa anyway. So her birthday was on the 30th, and then down below that I took a Magic Prints Co. washing machine to mark that I needed to wash my costume. I did work on her birthday, which was why we went on the Friday, because she was off on the Friday, and I was able to give away my shift, and which was really surprising, which I'll tell you why on the Friday, why it was so surprising. But yeah, so we washed my costume, and then underneath that I took a Whimsical Cat Studio Girl with the YouTube play button to mark a Plan With Me binge, And then I took a Munchkin that's like, nuh-uh, for so much traffic. Like, I hate when there's so much traffic because it sucks because I already commute to work, and then when there's so much more traffic, it's the worst. And then I took a Nope Munchkin to mark that I was exhausted. So that is it for Thursday. I kind of sped through that on purpose because I need to talk a little bit about Friday. So Friday was the day that we went to the spa. So I had to get rid of my shift on this day, so I did trade my shift away, and someone else just picked it up. This was also the day of the Galaxy's Edge opening. So this was the first day that it was open to the public. Technically, they needed reservations for it, but this was technically first day of opening day of Galaxy's Edge, and that's why I was so surprised I was able to get rid of my shift on this day, because I was expecting to not be able to, and I was expecting them to have it be super busy, to probably get called in. Didn't happen. It was totally fine. But I ended up being off on this day, and we ended up going to the spa area. So I put down a paper milk Moro to mark that I needed to wake up early, and then I put down a Munchkin with a coffee cup to mark, but first coffee, because y'all know me, we need some coffees. And then I put down a fancy label from the kit, as well as this girl that's from Little Surprise Shop, which as far as I know is not a shop anymore, so you can't get this sticker, unfortunately. But I used that to mark the spa that we went to, and it was actually really cool because I've never been there. I've heard of it, but I've never been there. And it's not by me, it's not really close to where my house is, but it's in the general kind of area where my house is. But it's not close at all. It's a 35, 40-minute drive? I don't know. But it's really cool because they had, mineral pools, they had mud baths, they had, what else did they have? They had, a whole bunch of different pools and, spa treatments. You can get a massage, you can get your nails done. There's a thing called the grotto, which is really cool, which we did do. So I will kind of explain that in a second. So I did put down a lolly, nope, not a lolly, a teeny, there we go, I was like, what is her name? A teeny from Glam Planner to mark the mineral pools, which were really, really nice. They were really hot, but they were really nice and relaxing. And then I put down another teeny to mark that I was super relaxed, because I was crazy relaxed, and we were just leaning on the lounge chairs. We had some pina colada, we had some nachos. Oh my god, it was so good. And then I took a face mask sticker that I didn't know there was one in the kit, so this is one that I pulled, so that was my mistake, but I probably could have used the one from the kit, but this is one that I pulled from, a sheet, so that one's from Scribble Co. But I use that to mark the grotto. So the grotto is a thing where you go, down underneath into, some, I don't know if it's caves or what it is, but you go down, they put, a whole, treatment over your whole entire body, which is super, it smells really, really good. It makes your skin super soft, and you go into, this area that is, kind of heated, and it, opens your pores, and, everything that, it seeps into your pores and everything. It's really hard to explain, but it's really, really relaxing. I actually had a little temporary problem where my contact fell out of my eye when I was, rinsing everything off, and I was like, I can't see anymore, and then I had to try to get the contact back in my eye, which was really, really difficult without getting, the, whatever it was that they put on our body, whatever the, I don't know what it was, I don't want to say moisturizer, whatever the, mask thing that is that they put on our body, I had to try to get my contact back in my eye without getting, that all over it, so that was kind of a fun situation. But the grotto was super relaxing, and it was really nice, and I really, really want to go back, just because I'm spa day. I love it. It was so nice and relaxing. It was a good break from work. And then underneath that, I took the movie marquee from the kit, and a Jasmine and a Raja Munchkin from Once More With Love to mark Aladdin. So after we left the spa, we did go see Aladdin at the end of that night, which Aladdin, live action Aladdin, is really, really good. I really like it. It's not my favorite. I still like Beauty and the Beast better, but it was really good in my opinion for a live action movie. So that was why I technically could have used the Aladdin kit this week, but I didn't, because I wanted to use this kit, and I just used the Aladdin kit on the week that it actually opened in theaters. So yeah, overall, Friday was a pretty good day. It was super relaxing and super nice. And then moving on to Saturday, we had to go back to work, unfortunately. So I did put down the work label, and then the Scribble Co. subscription did get taken out of my bank account. So I just used a bill due to mark that. On the 31st, we did get our photos. So in the cast preview, they had a bunch of PhotoPass cast members roaming the land. I did forget to mention that. So technically, we were able to take photos, but it had to be PhotoPass cast members that were taking the photos of us. So we couldn't take photos on our own, but we could take photos in like the certain areas that they had like PhotoPass cast members stationed. So we actually got those photos on the 31st. I edited mine on the 1st, so I used a Fox and Cactus girl to mark that I edited those Star Wars photos, which those photos were actually pretty cute. I actually really liked how they turned out. And then underneath that, I took a Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup to mark some Dunkin' coffee. And then I took a munchkin that is like mixing up some like desserts and stuff like that to mark, you guys guessed it, more Cake Wars, because what else does Lindsay do with her life? She watches Cake Wars. I don't do it anymore. What do I watch now? What have I been watching? I've been trying to catch up on YouTube. That's what I've been watching. And then I took another one of those Fox and Cactus like headphone girls to mark a unsolicited advice podcast. And then I took a half box and a like yay munchkin to mark that I finished one project. I've been working on a bunch of different projects for work. And I finished one of them on this day, which was super exciting. It's always nice when it's like and satisfying when you finish a project because it feels so like relieved and like it makes me happy. It was nice to be able to finish one of the projects. I actually finished another one last week or so, like normal time. I finished one last week and it was really nice to be able to finish it. Well, we kind of finished it. I have to get it submitted for approval, and then if it gets approved, we have to change whatever it is that needs to be changed, and then once it's approved, we're good. So, yeah. Moving on to Sunday, oh my god, I don't know what I was trying to say just now. I put down my work label, and then I took a bigger car icon from the kit to mark that I need to get gas. And then I was trying to figure out how I wanted to mark a car wash because the icon that I had is pretty small. I still use the small icon. It looks a little like disproportionate, but it's okay. That car icon is from Scribble Prince Co. if anyone's curious, the like foiled one. But I just used a quarter box and put that down to mark that I need to get a car wash. So I did get gas and then I got a car wash afterward. I actually really need to clean my car right now too. I got a lot of things apparently that I need to do today. Didn't realize that. But anyway, moving on. Underneath that, I then took a washing machine icon from Magic Prince Co. to mark that I need to wash my costume. What a surprise. Lindsay has to wash her costume. I have to wash my costume so frequently, it's obnoxious. And then underneath that, I took technically this is a FaceTime sticker from Once More With Love, but I use this to mark that I need to delete some photos on my phone. I tend to accumulate a decent amount of the same photo because my sister and like certain like people in my life who know when they take photos of me, they know to just like keep hitting the button and just take as many photos because eventually I'll get one that I like. So I had to go through and delete photos because I'll have like 20 of the same photo. So I had to go through and delete some photos on my phone. And then I took another one of those Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cups to mark a Starbucks run. Was this the week that I used like 4 of them? No, there's one week where I used like 4 of those same coffee cups. And it's kind of insane, but you know, it's fine. And then last but not least, I took a squared off like half box and used a lolly and pop, or just lolly from Glam Planner to mark a special event at work. I used the one like with the mini headbands or like mini ears and stuff like that. And I use that to mark a special event at work. So yeah, that is actually everything for my week. It was a very, very fun and entertaining week. There was a lot of cool things that I got to do, and it was a lot of new experiences, especially with the Star Wars preview and then being able to go to the spa as well. This week in general was just a lot of things were happening, and it was a good week for me, which was really, really, really exciting. So we like some good weeks. At least I like good weeks. I like when like weeks are like filled with a bunch of new things that I've never experienced before, or when it's just filled with a bunch of plans that's not I sat at home and watched YouTube videos, that type of thing. So that is going to be everything for this Plan With Me. I'm going to open, oh my god, I can't with words. I feel like at the end of these Plan With Me's, I start like stumbling over my words. I'm like, what am I saying? But I hope you guys enjoyed this Plan With Me. I am going to flip through what's left in the kit. There's a ton of stuff still left in the kit just because it is a full kit. You guys can see that face mask little scribbler there now. But it is a ultimate kit, so it's pretty big. And oh, if you guys notice, I don't know if you guys could tell on that like checklist page, I accidentally spilled, oh, you can see it on the bottom of this one too, I accidentally spilled some soda on these pages, so when I give these away, if you guys happen to notice that, I apologize when I actually do eventually do my declutter. But yeah, anyway, I digress. I'm going to do a little bit of a Viv wiggle, but I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. If you did, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And leave me some kind of comment down below. And I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys!